Hey, Tay Tay. I'm just waiting for a few more people to join. We're going to do a mindful movement practice, connecting with breath. And it will begin at 12. So we have about 10 more minutes. So if you want to get settled in your space, I'm practicing outside, so I'm going to speak up a little bit louder just because of the wind. You can see the beautiful view behind me, sort of, kind of. You'll be able to see it better when I'm practicing. But if there's any technical difficulties, please put it in the comments. If you can hear me fine, or if you need me to speak up louder, let me know. Oh, hey, Sonia. We have about 9 minutes before we begin. So just getting settled. I'm not playing music just because I am kind of sort of directly on the water to my right, and to the left of me is highway, the Trans-Canada Highway. So it's a little bit loud, but it's a beautiful view. We'll just wait for a few more people to join in. How's everybody doing today? Oh, the sun is so nice. Oh, hey! Thanks for joining in. We are going to begin our practice in about 8 minutes. If you want to get settled in your space, find a comfortable spot. Just a quick session just to get our bodies moving, middle of the day, or for some of us, maybe this is just the beginning of the day. Oh, sweet. Where'd you go walking, Sonia? And how's the weather out towards you? It was supposed to be raining here. I'm currently in Blind River, which is just south of Sault Ste. Marie and north of Sudbury. Oh, by the Humber. Like by the Humber River. It's so beautiful down there. I saw a picture that you posted earlier. Yeah, it's fairly windy. Can everybody hear me fine? Yeah, the clouds rolled in like around 8 or 9 this morning. I was like, oh no, I want to practice outside. Oh, thanks for joining. Sonia, is the sound okay? Can you hear the windiness? Gonna wait a few more minutes. I know there's a few others that would like to join. We will get started right at 12. Just to honor the time that I said that we would practice together. Let's just check in here and make sure that these folks know that we're beginning shortly. Oh, Tay, you lost me. Are you back? It says I have a strong connection. Let's just check out here. All right, Tay, it says that you're on. Does the sound okay for you? Perfection. One of my favorite emojis. In the comment section, if there's anything specific or any poses that you want to make sure that are in this mindful movement practice, maybe just drop a comment. Let me know if there's something that you're like, I really want to do this pose today. I'll see if I can incorporate it. Let me know if the sound quality is okay or if you need me to speak up. Oh, the sun is shining like directly on my mat. What a lovely day. All right, we got a couple more minutes before we begin. I should probably put my glasses on if I need to read this far. Oh, hey, thanks for joining in. I'm so happy to see you come on here. It's great. We have a couple minutes before we begin, so just getting settled in your space. And in the comment section, if you can maybe just, if you're having technical difficulties or if the sound's not loud enough for you or whatever, you may want to share. If there's a pose that you really want to incorporate into this mindful movement practice this afternoon, if you could just drop it in the comment section, I'll do my best to incorporate that pose. Other than that, finding that spot on your mat, find somewhere wherever you are. Maybe you're at work this afternoon, maybe you've just rolled out of bed, maybe you're at home for the day. Wherever you are, find a space that works for you. All right, nobody has any poses that they want to incorporate, so I guess we just gotta go with the flow that I created. Throughout the practice, when we're in specific poses, I may come just to like have a little boo at the comment section. If you lose me, just hop back on. It says that I have a full connection, so I haven't been cut out. Aw, thanks, Sonia. Do you. You all do you. This is your practice. So let's just begin today. Whoa, the dock's moving a little bit because I'm on the water. And lucky me, because I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone today, because for those of you that don't know me very well, I have a fear of water. And today, by practicing right beside the water, I'm just trying to do something each day that scares me, more or less. So let's just find a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe you're finding a comfortable seated position on a block or a pillow. Wherever you are, try and make sure your hips are above your knees. If you need to, you can extend your legs out in front of you. And if you'd like to start off with a delicious, yummy hip opener, you can start in butterfly with the soles of the feet together and the knees fall to the sides. Whatever works best for your body. You can also come on to your shins with the knees together, a modified hero. In that comfortable seated position, finding your sit bones evenly rooted through your mat. Just begin afternoon. Forget about what you did prior to this practice. And forget about what you need to do after. Yoga is all about awareness. And in order to be self-aware, we need to be present. So let's just be here and now for the next 30 minutes, honoring our mind, body, and breath. Lengthen your spine, sit up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders down and back, away from your ears. Option to have your knees onto your hands on your knees or thighs. An option to have the palms facing up if you'd like to receive energy today. Or if you feel like you need a little more grounding, go ahead and place the palms down. Close the eyes, soften your face, and just begin to arrive. Notice how you're feeling, check in with yourself, and not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, energetically, and spiritually. Scan your body from your toes to your shins, up through the legs, to your hips. Feel your belly rise and fall with every breath. And bring your awareness to your back, your fingers, hands, and up through the arms. Bring your awareness to your shoulders, your face, your head, and neck. Now bring your awareness to your breath, and not manipulating your breath at this time, but just be aware of how your breath is traveling through your body. Notice each inhale, and notice each exhale. Notice if your breath is short or fast. Notice if it's free-flowing or does it get stuck somewhere. Now notice the count of each inhale and the count of each exhale. Take a few rounds of breath right here. Not changing the breath at this time. Maybe sending the breath to areas of tightness or tension, softening, really allowing your body to let go of anything you're hanging on to. And at this time, I invite you to set an intention to guide your practice today. You can simply do this by choosing a word or phrase. We have about 70,000 thoughts that pass our mind each and every day. Let's just focus on one for the next 30 minutes. Continue to breathe. Taking yourself back to that breath count, hanging on to your intention. Begin to lengthen each exhale. Maybe if you took an inhale of 4, 5, or 6, take an exhale, make it one count longer. Really allowing your entire body to let go, to be here right now. On your next inhale, gently blink the eyes open, arms rise high to the sky, gaze comes up. Exhale, forward fold, pushing the palms into the earth. Relax your head and neck. Connect evenly through both sit bones. Lengthen your spine. Warm up your shoulders and breathe. On your next inhale, hands walk over to the right. Left hand places on top of right hand. Relax your head and neck. Feel that nice, beautiful side stretch. And walk your hands back through center and over to the left. Right hand places on top of left hand. Let your head and neck fall. Feel the juicy stretch in the right side. And walk your hands back through center. Reach them out a little bit further. Melt into this posture. Take 3 breaths here. On your next inhale, walk the hands over to the right. Left hand places on top of right. We're moving through this flow one more time, connecting movement with breath. Walk the hands back through center and over to the left. Right hand places on top of left hand. Relax your hand. Connect through that right sit bone. Breathe. Moving through back through center. Reach the hands out in front of you. 3 breaths here. See if on every exhale, if you can melt your chest a little bit closer to the earth. On your next inhale, slide the hands in towards the body. Hands come onto your knees. Push your chest forward, gaze up. Exhale, tilt back, round the shoulders, chin to chest. Inhale forward. Exhale back, connecting movement with breath, flowing at your own pace. Honor your body, listen to what feels good. Maybe slowing down or moving faster. A reminder, this is your practice. Continue to take a few more rounds just like this. Inhale, come back through center, reach the arms up towards the sky. Give yourself a nice big hug, squeeze the shoulders. Exhale, arms reach high to the sky, switch the grip, give yourself a hug. Squeeze yourself tight, release the arms, hands reach up to the sky. And then exhale, twisting to the right, left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you. Sit up nice and tall, option to tent the right fingers. Lengthen the spine and then exhale, gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, come back through center and over to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand to the left knee. Sit up nice and tall, tent the back fingers, and then twist and gaze over the left shoulder. One more time, each side, right side twist. Just getting our body warmed up. Come back through center and over to the left. Come back through center, hands come onto your knees. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, release. Inhale, shrug the shoulders. Exhale, let it go. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, release. Uncross the legs, coming onto your shins if you're not already there. Knees together, shoelace part of the feet are on the mat. Sit up nice and tall, bum works its way back towards the heels. Roll the shoulders down and back away from your ears. Inhale, arms rise high to the sky. Sweep the right arm under left arm, eagle arms. Option to also just give yourself a hug, or option to take opposite elbows if that's more comfortable for you. Wherever you are, warming up the shoulders, stretching out your feet, breathe here. Release the arms, hands reach up to the sky, switch the grip. Left hand sweeps under, or you're giving yourself a hug, or reaching for opposite elbows. Wherever you are, honor your body. Release one more time each side. Right side, eagle arms, hug or elbows. Release, arms come up, left side, breathe here. Release the hands, shift forward, tuck all 10 toes under. Make sure that little one's even on the mat. And then sit back towards the heels. Sometimes this is uncomfortable our feet often enough, which means we probably should do it a little bit more. So if you need to shift out of it, come back in, find that edge, find that sweet spot, sit up nice and tall, open up your chest, drop your shoulders, lengthen your spine. Option to have the arms alongside the body to promote that openness in the chest and heart. Option if it's more comfortable to have your hands on your thighs. Again, never going to a place of pain, find that sweet spot, shift forward, untuck the toes, bring your knees mat width apart, kiss the big toes, sinking back into Balasana or Child's Pose. Extend the arms out in front of you, forehead comes to the mat. Sink your bum and hips back towards your heels, lengthen your spine, push into all 10 finger pads. Connecting back with that breath, sinking into those hips. Noticing the areas of tightness or tension. Sending the breath to those spaces, allowing your body to melt a little bit deeper. On your next inhale, push yourself up into all fours, coming into tabletop. Take your hands shoulder distance apart, your knees hip distance apart. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and stack your hips over your knees. Shoelace part of the feet are on the mat. Warming up our spine a little bit more. Inhale, drop your belly down, bring your gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, chin to chest, round your spine. Inhale, drop your belly down, bring your gaze up for cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, create that cat. Continue to flow through cat-cow. Connect movement with breath. Moving as slow or fast as your body allows. Maybe holding in a place that needs a little extra stretch and extra love today. Variation, come back to a neutral tabletop position. Cross your right toes over to the left, gaze over your left shoulder, looking at those toes. Take a big breath in. Exhale, right knee comes back onto the mat. Cross the left toes over to the right, gaze over the right shoulder. Breathing here. Exhale, release that left knee one more time. Each side, gaze at the toes over the left shoulder. Right knee places onto the mat, tuck those left toes over to the right. Coming back to your tabletop position, inhale, right arm reaches out. Exhale, right arm sweeps under the left arm, right shoulder comes onto the mat with the cheek or ear. Checking in with your alignment, stack your hips over your knees rather than swaying your hips to the left. Really get those hips over the knees. Coming back up into tabletop, left side, inhale, left arm reaches out. Exhale, left arm sweeps under the right arm, left cheek or ear comes onto the mat with that shoulder. Again, check in with those hips, stack the hips over the knees. Come back up to center, tuck the toes under, lift your knees up, push back into your downward facing dog. Our first downward facing dog of our practice. Go ahead, give your dog a walk, pedal out the feet. Maybe sway the hips from side to side. Do what feels good for you. Eventually finding stillness in your downward facing dog, creating that beautiful V shape with your body. Let your head and neck fall. Push into all 10 finger pads, strong arms. Relax your core, rotate your thighs inwards, and eventually the heels of the feet come onto the mat. Breathe here. Empty all that breath out. Look towards your palm. Jump, step, or hop to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Palms touch at the top. Exhale, hands to prayer and heart center. Moving through our sun salutations. Inhale, arms rise high to the sky. Exhale, hinge at those hips and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, jump, step, or hop back to plank. Option to always drop your knees, lower down, hover. Inhale, tops of the feet connect, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Reconnect back with your breath. 3 steady and unrushed breaths in your downward facing dog. Empty all that breath out, look towards your palms, jump, step, or hop to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, palms connect, send the chest forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, jump, step, or hop back to plank, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 steady and unrushed breaths. Breathe here. Empty all that breath out. Look towards your palms. Jump, step, or hop to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Palms connect. Send the chest forward, mini back bend. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms. Jump, step, or hop back to plank. Lower down, flowing through your vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 steady and unrushed breaths. Breathe here. Empty all that breath out. Look towards your palms. Jump, step, or hop to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Palms connect. Exhale, hands in prayer and heart center. Reconnecting in Tadasana or mountain pose. Arms are alongside the body. Connect all 4 corners of your feet on your mat. This means you're light on your toes. Palms face forward. Strong legs. Rotate the thighs inward. Zip the belly in and up. Drop your shoulders. Close the eyes and breathe. Inhale, palms connect, arms reach high. Interlace the fingers, shoot your index fingers up towards the sky, coming over to the left side. Pushing into the outer edge of that right foot. Right bicep is above the right ear. Breathe here. Come back through center, reach up and over to the right. Left biceps above that left ear. Really push into the outer edge of that left foot. Come back through center, palms touch with your left foot. Take a big step out to your left, coming into goddess. Pointing the toes to the corners of the mat, goddess squat, bending your knees. Imagine a wall behind you and you have a nice, beautiful, tall spine. Open up the chest, sink into the heels of the feet, tilt the pelvis forward. Option to open up the hands into cactus arms, or option to keep your hands in prayer and heart center. Light on your toes, ground through those heels, sink a little deeper. Extend the legs, straighten the legs, open the arms up to parallel. Point all 10 toes to the long edge of your mat. Interlace the fingers behind your back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Crown of the head comes down towards the mat. Arms eventually reach up and over. Breathe here. Inhale, come back up through center. Release the hands. Bring the hands onto your hips. Heel toe the feet to hip distance apart. You're still standing on the long edge of the mat. Taking those feet hip distance apart, grounding firmly into the four corners of the left foot. With your right hand, draw your right knee in with that hand. Really focus on that left standing leg. Breathe here. Option to also reach for the big toe with your two fingers and thumbs, extending that right leg out in front of you, if that's available to you. Or option to just stay right here. Wherever you are, open up that right knee to the right side. Come back through center, hands on your hips, extend that right leg, point the toes. Drop your shoulders, soften your face, breathe. Draw the right knee in, release that right foot. Give your left toes a wiggle, maybe tuck the left toes under, release that fascia. And then resetting into Tadasana or mountain pose, feet are hip distance apart. Breathe here. Gently blink your eyes open, hands come to your hips. Grounding firmly into that right foot. With your left hand, draw the left knee into center. Option to stay here. Option to take the big toe with the two fingers and thumbs, extending that left leg out in front of you. Wherever you are, honor your body. And go ahead, take that left knee to the left side, open up. Left knee comes back through center. Extend that left leg out in front of you, point the toes, hands on your hips. Draw the left knee in, release that left foot, give your right toes a wiggle. And then everybody meeting at the top of their mat, Samasthiti, arms alongside the body, reset. Inhale, arms rise high to the sky, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, reach for the big toes with the two fingers and thumbs. Exhale, forward fold. Elbows come out to the side as you pull on the big toes. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Maybe the belly rests onto the thighs. Let your head and neck go. Take 5 steady and unrushed breaths. Inhale, straighten your arms, head comes up halfway. On the exhale, you're sliding the hands underneath the feet, drop the head. By stepping on the hands, the elbows come out to the side, breathe here. Release the hands, come all the way up to standing, palms connect at the top. Exhale, hands in prayer and heart center. We're flowing through a vinyasa. Inhale, arms rise high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, jump step or hop back to plank, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises high to the sky. Open up that right hip. Stack the right hip on top of your left hip. And then draw your right knee to the outside of the right wrist. Left knee gently places onto the mat. Untuck the left toes for pigeon. Option to stay right here. Or if you're more flexible in the hips and you want to go a little further, option to move into sleeping pigeon by walking the hands and arms out in front of you, bringing your forehead down towards the mat. Option to stack your hands, arms, or fists and rest your forehead there. Wherever you are, allow the breath to do the work. Melt into that right hip. On your next inhale, lift the chest off the earth. Walk the hands back in towards the body. Shoulders stack over the wrist with the hands shoulder distance apart. Tuck the left toes under. Scooch that left leg in a bit. Kick your right leg high to the sky. Massage that right hip. Take any movements or motions you need with that right hip. And then everybody meeting in downward facing dog. On your next inhale, left leg rises high to the sky. Open up that left hip. Stack your left hip on top of your right hip. And then draw that left knee to the outside of the left wrist. Right knee places gently on the mat. Untuck the right toes, and option to stay here for pigeon. Option to move into sleeping pigeon by walking the hands out in front of you, bringing your chest and forehead down towards the earth. Wherever you are, sink into that left hip and notice the difference between your left and right hip. Our hips are like a junk drawer, and we all have them at home. In our bodies, this acts as that space, so really allow the breath to melt a little further into this. On your next inhale, rise the chest off the earth, walk the hands back in towards the body. Tuck the right toes under, scooch that right leg in a bit, coming on to that left butt cheek. Swinging the legs out in front of you, zip the legs together. Connect the sit bones into the earth, remove that fleshy part away from the sit bones. Sit up nice and tall, rise the arms high to the sky, exhale, hinge at those hips. Allow the hands to go wherever they go. It's not about reaching your toes. If you need to, bend your knees. You're not rounding in the spine, so if you find yourself doing so, back the hands off towards your body. Really allowing yourself to hinge from those hips, create openness in the chest, and lengthen your spine. Come back up through center, and then coming onto your back, find your back on the mat, draw your knees into your chest, give yourself a nice big hug. Squeeze those knees into your chest, maybe rock from side to side. Finding stillness, allow the knees to fall to the right. Shoulders are still grounded. Option to take your arms out into a T. Option to gaze over the left shoulder. Option to take that right hand to the top left knee for a juicier stretch. Stack the knees and breathe here. Draw your knees back to center. Hug them into your chest. Reach for the outer edges of the feet for happy baby. Soles of the feet are standing on the sky. Elbows are in the insides of the knees. Shoulders and low back have contact with your mat. Breathe here. Go ahead and rock your baby from side to side, gently massaging your lumbar spine if that feels good. And then take the soles of the feet together, allow the knees to fall to the sides. Nice beautiful bumblebee. Allow the knees to fall to the sides. Take your left hand to your heart and your right hand to your belly. Allow the hips to soften. Allow the back to sink. Allow the shoulders to drop. And let go of anything else you're hanging on to. Maybe it's a thought. Maybe it's stress. Maybe it's what you need to make for dinner tonight. Just be here right now. Focus on each inhale and each exhale. And take a few rounds of breath in this posture. Option to stay here, option to move into traditional Shavasana, our final resting pose, by extending the legs and arms mat width more apart. Take up as much space as you need. Close the eyes, let go of that intentional breath. Relax your toes, your feet, and your shins. Allow your legs to be heavy. Unclench your glutes. Soften your hips. Relax your fingers, hands, and allow the arms to fall heavy. Allow your low back, middle back, and upper back to sink deeper into the earth. Drop your shoulders. Soften your face. Separate your teeth and remove your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Relax your head and your neck. And for the next few moments, honor your body in stillness and silence. Begin to come back to my voice. Bring physical movement back to your body by wiggling your toes and your fingers. Circle your wrists and your ankles. Zip your legs together, reach your arms up overhead. And give yourself a nice full body stretch. When you're ready, rolling over to your favorite side, use your arm as a pillow. Take a moment here to reflect on your practice. Take a moment to reflect on the intention that guided your practice, and a moment to thank and honor yourself for giving yourself this time on your mat today. When you're ready with your top hand, push yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Keep your eyes closed or your gaze lowered. Bring your hands to prayer and heart center. Rooting through your sit bones, imagine a string from the bottom of your tailbone to the crown of your head. Lengthen your spine. Thank you for allowing me to guide your practice today. Thank you for sharing your energy with me and each other. The divine light in me honors and bows the divine light in each and every one of you. I wish you all healthiness, happiness, and peace. Namaste. Thanks everybody for joining in. Super fun to do an Instagram live class. I haven't done this before, so thanks for participating. If you'd like to see more of it, let me know. If there's any questions, comments, or any feedback, you guys can't even see my face. If there's any questions, comments, or feedback, or anything that you would like to discuss, feel free to connect. Also, there's still online offerings, and there's a number of workshops and in-studio classes. So if there's something that speaks to you, please feel free to connect. I'd love to practice with you more. And yeah, thanks guys. Have a wonderful day. Oh, thanks guys. That's awesome. This is where I am right now, in case you're wondering. It's so beautiful. And the funny thing is, how do I switch this off? The funny thing is, the highway is right to my left. And that's to my right. Anyways, just thought I would show you all. Have a good day, everyone.